This is a tutorial to install OpeniBoot and iDroid on your iPod or iPhone. To do this, you'll need a computer running macOS X 10.6 or 10.7, that is Snow Leopard and Lion, or Windows XP, Windows Vista, or Windows 7, along with most Linux versions. The iPhones and iPods compatible with this certain technique to get Android on your device are the iPod Touch first generation, or the iPhone first generation, second generation, or third generation. All these devices need to be running firmware between 3.1.2 or 4.2.1. They must be jailbroken without a Userland jailbreak. In essence, you cannot use Spirit or jailbreakme.com to get Cydia installed on your device. There are more technical reasons why, but you just can't use them. Preferably, if you haven't jailbroken already or looking to build jailbreak, use Red Snow, or if you've already jailbroken with Black Rain or Snow Breeze, etc., you are set to roll. So, to begin this project, you're going to need a couple of applications from the Cydia store, which is installed as part of the jailbreak. So you can see over here I have a VNC on my iPod Touch. I'm sorry, it's laggy. It is the first generation, so it is a bit slow. So we're going to go ahead and launch Cydia over here. It's going to take a little while to load. And I'll go ahead and stop the video here. Cydia is now loaded, so we are going to go ahead and head over to the search, and we're going to search for a package called Bootlace. As you can see, it comes up right there. We're just going to click on that. I already have this installed, so what you're going to do is you're going to hit this button up here called Modify. For you, it will be installed. Hit again. That will install the package. You'll then want to go back to the search menu and search for another package called Respring. This will allow you to respring your iPod Touch or iPhone after installing Bootlace, which is a good way to ensure that there are no problems in the installation. So we're going to search for Respring right here, and it should be one of the first package. As you can see, it's the very first package that pops up. I'm going to go ahead and tap on that, and it'll load. And then, as I said again, that Modify button will be installed for you. You want to just go ahead and click on that button, click on it again, and it'll confirm the install. After you do that, you'll want to go back to the home screen. I installed these packages over here. You want to hit Respring, and that will respring your device and bring you back to the home menu. The iPod has now been resprung, so what you want to do is you want to go back, and we're going to install Bootlace. What's going to happen here is Bootlace will launch. It'll patch the firmware. This should take between 2 and 3 minutes, and then it will exit you back out to the home screen. After doing this, you want to go back home and once more respring. Once you're after done that, you're gonna end up back at the home menu. So you want to go back to Bootlace, and you're going to launch Bootlace, and you are going to hit the OpeniBoot button, which I will hit right here. See, it says I've already installed this. It's going to have a little install button. You just hit that. It'll take between 10 and 15 minutes to install. For me, on the iPod Touch first generation, I was not able to contact the Apple servers, or so iBoot said, and so I was needing to go into a manual install. If you can't contact the servers, you want to keep watching on this video, because we're going to show you how to bypass the restriction of iBoot not being able to install. But that will be in part 2 of this video. So, if you get it installed, great. What you're going to want to do after this is, after iBoot installs, you want to go back and you want to respring again, and then you want to hit on the iDroid tab. And what you want to do is you want to hit this upgrade button, will be an install button. It takes between 20 and 30 minutes to download and install, based on the speed of your Wi-Fi and how fast your device is. I really highly suggest, that you don't do this over 3G on an iPhone. Even with the unlimited data plan, it takes a long time. Basically, it's downloading the entire firmware, which is about 400 megabytes for this device. It does take a while, and so be patient. I haven't had any problems with installing it on any of my iPhones or my iPod Touch, so it really shouldn't be a problem. After you're done with this, you want to go to Quick Boot, and then if you hit the Android button, it's going to give you a little message. It will reboot your device right into Android immediately. And after this, you'll see an iBoot screen. It's going to have 3 icons. It's going to have at the top an iOS icon, in the middle a console icon, a lot like the one you see here, and then on the bottom the Android icon that you see here. What you're going to want to do to boot into Android is use the power button on an iPod Touch and the volume up and down buttons on an iPhone to select Android, and then hit the home button, the center button on the front of the device, to boot into Android. This takes 2 to 3 minutes to boot completely into Android, and it's pretty painless. There'll be a lot of scrolling text, and then you'll get to the iDroid screen, slide to unlock. It's really quite amazing what they've done. It's pretty easy if OpeniBoot installs correctly for you. So there's my tutorial on OpeniBoot and iDroid installation. Please see the link in the description for part 2 of this video that shows you how to manually install OpeniBoot.